on the non-district side, as it will be the Harlingen South Hawks taking on the Perlita Trojans. A battle of small school and big school here this evening, but don't kid yourself. It's two talented squads that equally have a chance to win this game. It's Parents' Night here at Harlingen South, and after a JV victory for the Hawks, the varsity intends to step on the court and wrap things up before they head into district play. The Perlita Trojans, meanwhile, are also playing their final pre-district game before they start their district play a week from Tuesday. Hope you enjoy our broadcast. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Bert Ruiz on the main camera tonight. Rudy Zamaripa is hanging out here with us on the sidelines with a broken hand, but we'll hopefully get him back in the mix. Want to send a shout out in the direction of Billy Watson, who made the trip back up to Texas Tech, and our thanks again for all his assistance throughout the holiday break. Billy Watson, an integral part of our growth on Rio Sports Live, and we want to send a special shout out in his direction. I know he made it up there safely. He's talking about possibly snow in his area. Buddy, keep that up there with you. Don't want any of that around here. We're at Harlingen tonight. The pregame warm-ups continue as the Hawks of Harlingen South will take on the Trojans of Perlita. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Share the link on our Facebook site if you will. Let other fans know these games are going on. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We'll be back with more after this.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. Has what? Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. It's simply a different way. It's a car buying experience you'll enjoy. With a huge Ford selection like Ford F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, the Ford Raptor, and a whole bunch more, buying a new Ford should be fun, and that's why we do it. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite hats, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs.
Back here on our pregame show at Harlingen South High School, where the Harlingen South Hawks are over there taking their preparations and warm-ups before this game. We've already had the introduction of the players to the parents on hand. It's Parents' Night tonight for the Harlingen South Hawks. A Hawk team that has had a challenging non-district part of the schedule, as they have been up and down across the South Texas area, playing teams around this area, also playing teams outside the area, just to try to get a feel for a different mix of games. Meanwhile, the Perlita Trojans have also done the same thing, as they have literally run the table on games and scheduling against the District 32 6A, which is where the Harlingen South Hawks reside. The Trojans earlier knocked off San Benito, played close against a Harlingen squad, and recently fell on the road to Hannah and the Golden Eagles, and this will be the fourth team they'll play out of District 32 6A. They'll start their district play next week at home against the San Isidro Tigers. We'll be back with the opening tip-off. Still about 5 minutes away. Trojans and Hawks. This is Rio Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Back here on Rio Sports Live, want to send out a shout out in that direction of the Concession Stand out of Santa Rosa, Texas. Just one of our newest advertisers that has jumped on board, assisting us in our broadcasting of our games here on Rio Sports Live. If you're a business, a small business owner, or a business of any size that wants to be a part of what we're doing, obviously when I run those commercials on a split screen, please reach out to us and assist us in what we're doing here. Have people asking me all the time, can you do this game, can you do that game? I can do a bunch of games with the equipment we have. It's the personnel, and personnel doesn't come free. Although I've done a lot of games free myself, I don't dare try to extend that too far. I've had some people that have jumped in and assisted in doing some games here or there, but for the most part, it does take some funding. And so we are actively looking for advertisers on a consistent basis who want to be a part of what we're doing here. I know I've built it at such a cost that it is effective, and it's cost effective for the small businesses. And our thanks again to the Concession Stand out of Santa Rosa, Texas. If nothing else, if you're around Santa Rosa, stop in and see what they have to offer, but more importantly, stop in and tell them thanks for doing what they're doing in advertising on Rio Sports Live to help us with our promotions. Want to send out a shout out to all the fans out there who have been keeping track of all of our broadcasts. Some exciting news as we are right now developing what will be, in the month of October, the first edition of the Rio Sports Live magazine, which is going to be a full print 16-page tab to start, which will be showcasing athletes throughout the Rio Grande Valley and showcasing some of the games, have statistics and standings, and also have some rankings. And we expand our coverage on a print version, give some keepsakes for fans to be able to take home and watch the stands and watch for more information, as I'll be rolling out more details on Rio Sports Live, the magazine, which will be coming out in the month of February. Take a break. When we come back, we should have you close to the tip-off. It's the Hawks and the Trojans. This is Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Be extra thankful this year with faster internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet service throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. Take a slice off the cost with free installation. Gobble unlimited gigabytes with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are again getting set up for the playing in the national anthem. We'll take our final break and we have the opening tip-off right after this. Trojans and Hawks on Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
cameras provide the need if anything bad happens to your home or business. Right now, D-Tronics offers you camera protection for just $8.99 installed. Protect your life with high-performance cameras by D-Tronics for your auto, home, or business.
We are the Patriots. Thank you for watching Rural Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Back here on Rio Sports Live after the playing of the national anthem, we hand it over to the public address announcer, see if we can pick up the announcement of the teams participating in tonight's game.
Number 10, sophomore, Eli Terry. Number 31, senior Ty Johnson. Number 2, senior Gabriel Lopez. Number 3, senior DJ Nieto. And the rest of the Trojans. And San Perlita Trojans are coached by head coach Nate Garza. And now for your home Harlingen Southhawks, we have number 3, junior Ryan Beckner. Number 14, junior Alex Rodriguez. Number 21, sophomore Jeremiah Vidal. Number 23, junior Rudy Rodriguez. And number 24, senior Brady Bennett. And the rest of the Southhawks. The Southhawks are coached by head coach Brian Molina and assistant coaches Steven Garcia, Robert Trejo, Armando Perez, and Frank Haxel.
There's the announcing of the starting lineups for tonight's game. It's the Harlingen Southhawks in the white uniforms on the home floor, taking on the San Perlita Trojans, who'll be in the visitors' uniforms here tonight. I have a fan asking on our Facebook side if there's a link for the Harlingen High game. Well, I'm one announcer short of having that game covered tonight. I have a couple of camera operators here that would have gladly went down there to handle that game as the Los Fresnos and Harlingen teams begin district play on the girls' side. But I'm one announcer short, so we were unable to send a crew in that direction to cover that game. So here we are tonight at Harlingen South. We'll have this one for you. I want to remind you fans, the Harlingen Cardinal boys team will be in action tomorrow afternoon, and we will have that broadcast coming your way against Corpus Christi Miller. That'll be a tip-off around 1 o'clock in the afternoon from Harlingen High, so we will be over there to cover that one. Jacob Young also has the final day coverage over on the soccer side of things for you soccer fans to be at the La Jolla tournament. And then we got an exciting week coming up, including basketball and soccer, and traveling out to cover some 7-on-7 national football coverage next weekend. Ty Johnson in the center circle for the Trojans of San Perlita. Across from him stands Alex Rodriguez. Tip in the backcourt is controlled by the San Perlita Trojans, and they'll control it in the open court. Diego Ortiz takes it off the dribble, gets it to Ty Johnson. Johnson pulls the trigger on a deep three. That's off the mark. Rebound in the paint taken down by the Harlingen South Hawks, and they'll control it. Bringing it across is Rudy Rodriguez takes it coast to coast, puts it up off the glass, no good. Long rebound comes out. Hawks get another chance. Off the dribble, pulling the trigger on a 17-footer. That's off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Eli Terry, and here come the Trojans of San Perlita. Scoreless ball game here in the first quarter. As Terry spins it over to Gabriel Lopez. Lopez out there near the midcourt stripe, hands it off to E.J. Nieto. They'll have to guard him out there. He's got range from that spot. Diego Ortiz. Ortiz back outside to Nieto. Watches a cutter, finds Lopez, takes in the paint, and a whistle and a foul will be called. And they're looking right now at Rudy Rodriguez as Ortiz, cutting through the lane, was fouled. Stopping play. Inbound play for the Trojans of San Perlita. They'll look to get it in. Lob it out on top. It's caught there by Nieto. E.J. Nieto puts it on the floor. Guarded defensively by Alex Rodriguez. Hands it off. This is E.J. Nieto staying with the dribble. Eludes a double team. Maintains control. Fires a pass on the baseline. Off Ortiz's hand. It's out of bounds. It goes. Turnover against the San Perlita Trojans, and they're going to have to take care of the ball against this team in order to succeed. Hawk basketball in the open court. Still a scoreless ball game. A slow start on the scoreboard, at least, between these two teams. Don't kid yourself. Both teams can score once they get it going. Ball inside to Bennett. Kicks it outside for a three by Rudy Rodriguez. That's off the mark. Rebound by Ty Johnson. Dribbles out of traffic. Ty Johnson goes coast to coast. Lays it up. Got it to go. Ty Johnson with the first 2 points for either team. Trojans go on top 2-0. Hawks back on the offensive end, quickly in transition. Can't get a shot away, but they'll have a baseline runner. That's too strong. Rebound, Eli Terry has it poked out of his hands. Touch last by Orion Fetchner, and it'll be Trojan basketball out of bounds. Trojans capable certainly of getting this into an up and down game. We'll see if the Hawks want to push that button. Johnson off the dribble, takes in the paint, and that's going to be a foul called, a blocking foul. And they're looking in the direction of Alex Rodriguez of the South Hawks. And they will call that a shooting foul. So Ty Johnson steps to the free throw line with 6:08 remaining here in the first quarter of play. And a 2-0 game. Johnson with the only 2 points of the game thus far for either team. Free throw on the way, good. Johnson makes the first. I should make Rudy keep the stats here. He's got one good hand. Next free throw coming up for Ty Johnson is also good. Johnson makes two. The lead goes to 4. Ball in the hands of the Hawks. They'll go to Bennett off the dribble. Put it up and in. Brady Bennett, that's just flat out beating him down court. The South Hawks now a double team in the backcourt. Ortiz in trouble. Finds Lopez on the sideline. Throws it off of Rudy Rodriguez. Eludes a turnover, and the Trojans of San Perlita will be able to set it up at the half-court set. Ortiz on the dribble. Takes it in the paint. There's a whistle. Another foul called against the Hawks as they're looking at Ryan Fetchner. That'll be the third team foul against Harlingen South out of the gate. It'll be Trojan basketball on the sideline. They're up 4-2. Johnson with the catch, turns, puts it on the floor. Bennett comes out to guard him, takes him off the dribble, takes it in the paint, off the back of the rim, no good. Easy rebound, taken down by Ryan Fetchner, and here come the Hawks, ahead to Bennett. Bennett with a nice catch on the baseline, goes up, Johnson blocks it, gets a rebound. Ty Johnson on the run, down the right-hand side, lays it up, got it to go, and a foul. Johnson goes to the line. That's a block shot on one end, and on the other side, a made basket and a chance for an N1 for the San Perlita Trojans. 6-2 game early. Substitution off the bench as Reese Chamberlain will check in immediately after that foul on Alex Rodriguez is his second of the game. Johnson back to the free throw line for San Perlita. Makes that. Johnson with a fast start, has 7 early points. South with the ball. They'll beat everyone down court. A layup is missed. Rebound by Ty Johnson for San Perlita. Overhead pass down the sideline to Ortiz. Finds Lopez. Gabriel Lopez in the corner. Off the dribble, this is Nieto. Tax baseline. Good show on defense that time by Fetchner. Ball stripped, and at least stolen it is. Taken away, and here come the Hawks of Harlingen South. Trailing by 5. Whistle it inside to Bennett. Bennett goes to work. Shot it up and made it. Bennett right through Johnson. Transition. Trojans get it down court, and then the ball goes out of bounds. That'll hit the baseline. And a turnover against San Perlita. For Bennett with that basket, he now has 4 points in the game. Hawks to inbound the ball. Against pressure in the backcourt, Bennett fires a pass over. Fetchner brings it across. In the corner, it goes to Chamberlain. Chamberlain got a screen high side, now he attacks in the paint. Shot it, missed it, Bennett right there to clean it up, puts it in. Bennett with another stick back, and in the game now Bennett's got 6 points. Trojans beat the pressure, get it to Ty Johnson. Johnson releases a long three, that's off the mark. Fetchner secures the rebound, and here come the Hawks. Fetchner nearly carried that ball, hands it off to a trailer. This is Jeremiah Rivera, hands it off to Chamberlain, who goes to Bennett on the baseline. Bennett goes to work against Johnson, up and under. Shot it, blocked, rebound taken down by Johnson. And a physical play, the Hawks take it away, get it inside to Bennett, lay it up, and he got it to go. Bennett with a made basket, and right there you can see the physicality of the Hawks. Now a loose ball in the backcourt. That's a steal and a whistle and a take a look at the call. That'll be a turnover against the Hawks, who nearly had the steal. Halfway through the first quarter, an 8-7 game. San Perlita will have to inbound the ball. Lopez in the backcourt finds E.J. Nieto. Nieto brings it up. He'll be guarded by Ethan Morillas, who's now in the game. Takes him off the dribble, beats him, takes it inside, and Morillas ties him up. That's a jump ball. Ethan Morillas with a nice job on the defensive end. That's a turnover on the tie-up. Give the ball to the Hawks. They'll inbound it in the backcourt to Morillas. Picked up defensively by Diego Ortiz. Brought it up to the mid-court stripe. First quarter action from Harlingen South. Off a curl, this is Gabriel Mares. Takes it inside, and Johnson promptly sends that out of bounds. Block shot by Ty Johnson, his third of the game here in the first quarter. Hawks to inbound the ball. Morillas will set him up on the inbound play with 3:38 to go in the first. Throws it out on top. It's caught there. In the corner for Morillas, three. A good look, and he makes it. Three for Morillas. The lead goes to 4 for the Hawks. Johnson dribbles through traffic, attacks right-hand side, and reverse layup won't go. Rebound by Reese Chamberlain. Here come the Hawks. Up by 4. Hawks in the front court. Off the dribble is Maris. Spins it over to Drake Everett. Everett takes a look. Slows it down to the half-court set. Directs some traffic. Out to Morillas. Morillas quickly guarded this time. Takes it off the dribble in the paint. Off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out. Here come the Trojans. James Herrera now in the ball game. Handles it in the open court. Attacks in the paint. 1-on-3. Missed a shot. That's a charge. Getting back defensively for the Hawks. Reese Chamberlain picks up the charge on James Herrera. For Herrera, that'll be his first foul. Hawks using the depth. You can see these players coming off the bench that are assisting here. In the open court, Morillas handles the ball. 2:46 left here in the first quarter. Guarded by Herrera, gave his dribble up, spins it over to Maris. Maris got a nice screen, pulls the trigger from 15. That's off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound, block shot by Johnson, and here come the Trojans. Nieto taking it all the way inside, off the glass. That'll go, and they'll wave it off. It's a charge. Morillas got back. E.J. Nieto called for the foul. 2:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Hawks up by 4. It's their ball in the backcourt. Morillas brings it up against the defense of Herrera. Herrera nearly steals it, but Morillas now has an open court to work with. Off the dribble, spins it right-hand side. Nothing there. Top of the key. That's a near steal. Man's open now. This is Everett off the dribble. Pulls the trigger. Bang! Everett knew he was open after he beat his man off the attempted steal. The lead goes to 6 for the Harlingen South Hawks. Trojans with the basketball. Outside Herrera. Attacks in the paint. Takes it right-hand side. That's short. Rebound comes out to Chamberlain, and here come the Hawks. In the backcourt, that'll be a whistle and a foul called on Herrera. He was frustrated after having that ball taken away. Hawk ball, and they lead by 6. Noah Rios now in the ball game, handles the ball in the open court. Rios takes it off the dribble, right-hand side, find Morelis, another 3 on the way. This one rolls off, offensive rebound though, put it up, Gabriel Mares is right there. For Mares, a stick back, and the offensive rebounding pays dividends. Nieto dribbles through a double team, lost his dribble, overhead pass in the corner, finds his man, ball back outside for a long 3, that's off the mark, no good. Rebound by Badaru. Here come the Hawks, now up by 8 with 1:18 to go. Pull the trigger on a quick 3, rolls out, no good. Rebound, Ty Johnson, and here come the Trojans. At this point in time, they need a bucket. Johnson off the dribble, spins it inside, finds a cutter. That one's blocked out of bounds. Drake Everett says no. Minute 5 left here in the first quarter. Trojans get it inside for a Nieto 3, way outside, no good. Rebound, Ty Johnson spins it, hands it off in the paint, off the hands, but tracked down by Barrera. Pass in the corner for a 3 for the Trojans, that's off the mark. Johnson's right there, got it on a stick back, put it up and in, he gets back to the line. Ty Johnson with an offensive rebound, he got 2 that trip down. He's got 9 points in the game. And a 15-9 game. Fans watching out, see where you're watching these games from. Send us a shout out. I saw we had some fans watching from Georgia, and it looks like we got fans watching from Bermuda. It's Hawk basketball, they lead by 5. Work it to the top of the key, that's Mares. Mares is quickly guarded. Out there to check him was Max Graciani now in the ball game. Over it goes to Morelis. Morelis finds Rios. Rios finds a backdoor cutter. Reverse layup goes up and in. Nice reverse layup, and Mares on the finish. Ball in the backcourt. San Perlita beats the pressure across the timeline. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Top of the key to Johnson. Reverse it left-hand side. That's an open 3. No good on the shot. Quick rebound. Hawks have one chance to get a last shot off at the end of the quarter. Badaru tips it up. No good. 1 quarter in the books. San Perlita Trojans head to the sideline, trailing by 7. Harlingen's house at home. Lead this one back after this.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport.
Back here as we start the second quarter of play. Harlingen South Hawks on top by 7 at 17-10. They'll have the ball as they check that the Trojans of San Perlita have the ball to start the second 8-minute span. EJ Nieto, a fadeaway jumper on the baseline, won't go. Rebound by the Hawks, and here comes Ryan Fetchner. Fetchner in the front court. Hands it off on a curl. This is Jeremiah Rivera now out on top. Gets it back to Rodriguez. Now back over in the hands of Rivera. Hawks with a lot of motion on that baseline. This is Bennett going to work against Johnson. Got him in the air. Shot it right over him and made it. Bennett scores again. He's got, now the whistle blows. For Bennett, he's in double figures with 10. in the game. Substitutions check in for the San Perlita Trojans. Hawk basketball in the backcourt. This is Rivera. Diego Ortiz to guard him as Rivera brings it up. Minute gone here in the second quarter. Over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a jab step against Eli Terry's defense. Takes him off the dribble, stays clear outside the arc. Now he gets inside, hesitates, banks it up, and got it to go. Rodriguez with his first 2 points. Trojans get it to Johnson, who goes baseline, and a quick foul is going to be called on Brady Bennett of the Harlingen South Hawks. For Bennett, that'll be his first foul of the game. 6th team foul against Harlingen South here in the first half. The next one sends the Trojan to the line. Outside to Nieto. Nieto attacks off the dribble, banks it up, no good, too strong. Rebound by the Hawks. Ball in the backcourt. Harlingen South up by 11. Loose ball. Herrera tips it forward right in the hands of Bennett. Hawks controlling the offensive end. Bennett spins it outside into the hands of Rodriguez. In the corner it goes. Nothing there for Rivera. Spin it further out to Rodriguez. Find an open shooter. That's a three. No good. Johnson gets a rebound, and here come the San Perlita Trojans. Johnson's in the front court. Spins it over for a three by Eli Terry. That's off the mark. Long rebound out to Eli Terry. Or check that. It's taken away. Fetchner takes it right away from Nieto. Fetchner now takes it coast to coast. Spins it outside for a three for Rodriguez. That won't go. Weak side board. Up. Shot goes up. No good. Foul called. And to the line will go Alex Rodriguez. And that last trip down, you could see some frustration on the San Perlita side as the physicality of this Harlingen South team came into play. At the line, Alex Rodriguez. 2 shots here, misses the first. The foul was called on Ty Johnson, which is his first. Second free throw coming up for Alex Rodriguez. Missed them both. Long rebound comes out to Herrera. Herrera takes it up for the Trojans to the top of the key. Now spins it right-hand side into a double team and a quick whistle. And it's either going to be on Fetchner. That'll be the fouls on. We'll stop the who it may be on and call it right there. Fetchner picks up the foul, which is team foul number 7 on the Harlingen South Hawks. So a free throw opportunity for James Herrera. 1-1, the first one's good. For Herrera, that's his first point of the evening. Stands at the line for another. Misses that. Rebound for Rudy Rodriguez for Harlingen South. They'll take it right down the lane, and Rodriguez lays it up and in. Easy basket for Rodriguez. Here come the Trojans back in the front court. Herrera threw a double team, lost it, dives to the floor, loose ball, rolls out of bounds, touch last by the Trojans. Herrera tried to match the physical play. Nieto getting in the mix as well. Hawks retain possession. Now they've got it in the open court. Ball deflected, but controlled by Morellis. Finds a cutter through the lane. That's a shot that spins its way home by Rudy Rodriguez. Rodriguez with 2 more. The lead goes to 14. It's an 8-1 run to start the second quarter for the Hawks. Overhead pass in the corner looking for Johnson. That's a turnover against the San Perlita Trojans. Hawks up by 14. It's their ball in the back court. San Perlita will bring the ball, or check that the Hawks will bring the ball across to the baseline. That's a short shot. Long rebound comes out on the outlet. Easy pass. Layup good for Herrera. James Herrera with a bucket. Whistle stops play with 4:49 to go here in the first half. Free throw opportunity coming up for Devin Montemayor. First one good. Substitution checks in as Gabriel Lopez back in the game for the San Perlita Trojans. Montemayor will get another here. Hawks have doubled up the Trojans in the early going. Good for Montemayor. Lead is 14. Pressure, they'll beat the pressure. Nieto off the dribble. Takes contact and a whistle stops play. I'll call that on Devin Montemayor of the South Hawks. His first, team foul number 8. EJ Nieto steps to the line for the San Perlita Trojans. Got the first. So EJ Nieto will get a second. Which is also good. Made free throws, allow the Trojans to set up pressure. The Hawks haven't had much problem with this thus far in this ball game. They'll bring it across. Devin Montemayor on a clear out against Diego Ortiz. Takes it right side, and that's going to be a foul call. And Ortiz trying to get through a screen will be called for the foul. Brady Bennett set the screen. Ortiz trying to get through the bigger physical player. Pushed off to do so. Ball in the paint, layup missed. Bennett's right there to clean it up. Put it up and missed it. Rebound again, got another offensive board. Bennett, that shot blocked. Offensive board again, no good. Bennett got another board, another block shot. Ball tipped out, Hawks get it again. Hit it outside to Rodriguez, hands it off on the baseline. Pass inside to Bennett, that's blocked. Rebound by Ortiz, he gets pushed in the back. And Ty Johnson that time down had 4 block shots, ended up tipping the rebound out. And he's looking around right now to the other Trojans saying, hey, give me some help on the boards in there. Meanwhile, Diego Ortiz steps to the free throw line as they call the 3rd foul of the game against Ryan Fetchner. Ninth team foul on the Hawks, so still a 1-on-1 as Ortiz, who hasn't scored yet, a sophomore, stands at the line. Misses the front end of a 1-on-1. Rebound by the Hawks, they want to run. Get it outside to Montemayor. Montemayor pulls the trigger, that's blocked by Terry, and that's a travel call. Eli Terry came from behind and got the block shot. And on the travel, here's Ortiz in the backcourt, guarded by Morellis. Spins it ahead to Nieto, who brings it up to a double team. Fell backwards, tried to throw it in the direction of a player, and out of bounds it goes. Timeout called by the Hawks first. It'll be Hawk basketball. They lead by 12. We're halfway through the second. This is Real Sports Live.
The community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston Inn. Back here on Real Sports Live, and it's Harlingen South basketball. After the timeout, they lead by 12. Here on their home court against the San Perlita Trojans. On the outside to Rodriguez, who finds Montemayor. Slows the pace just a bit as the Hawks working on the offensive end. That's a near steal. Morellis is right there. Morellis now attacks off the dribble. Got to the baseline. Spins it outside for a 3 by Rodriguez. That won't go. Bennett's there to get the weak side rebound. Finds Morellis. Morellis attacks. Outside it goes. Rodriguez again. Lets that one go. That's off the back of the rim. No good. And on the rebound, a push off this time against the Hawks as Brady Bennett called for the foul, trying to get position. And that should result in 2 shots on the other side of the floor as Gabriel Lopez, well, he was thinking he was fouled, but Ty Johnson steps to the line for the San Perlita Trojans. For Bennett, that's just his first foul. Johnson hits the first free throw. Ty Johnson in the game, now with 11 points. He's also 5 of 5 from the free throw line. 11-point game. Substitution Noah Rios checks in for Harlingen South. Meanwhile, Ty Johnson ready to go with another free throw. Misses that. Rebound out to the Hawks, easily secured by Alex Rodriguez. This is Morellis in the front court, guarded by Eli Terry. Clear out for him to work with 3 minutes left here in the first half. Takes it on the attack. Got a screen high side by Everett. Spins it over to Rios. Rios finds Everett, finds Morellis in the corner. Three, got it. 3 for Morellis, 3 more, and he's got 6. San Perlita basketball as Nieto has the ball. Has that one nearly taken away, it is. Steal by the Hawks as Gabriel Maris clean took it away from E.J. Nieto. 14-point lead for the Hawks. Rios guarded by Gabriel Lopez. Top of the key, Morellis wants another 3, and he got another. 3 more for Morellis. He's got 9 in the game, and a timeout on the floor. Trojans of San Perlita will have to talk about how to guard this guy. Back after this.
There's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Back here after the timeout, the San Perlita Trojans back on the floor. Harlingen South Hawks there to meet them. Right now the Hawks are up by 17 thanks to a 16-6 second quarter. It is San Perlita basketball. Lopez will bring it across the timeline. Hangs on to that dribble, gets it out to Ty Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor, gets it back to Lopez, wants a 3, lets it go, made it. 3 for Gabriel Lopez. Hawks beat him down court, get it to the baseline, spin it outside to Chamberlain, finds Morellis in the corner, steps back again, releases, missed a shot, but got fouled. And Ethan Morellis will head to the free throw line. For free throws. Appreciate all you fans out there watching, but these coaches agree to allow me to broadcast these games. But the comments sometimes not what we're about here on Real Sports Live. If we can just hold off on criticizing coaches and or players. Everything I do, I try to keep on a positive note. Everything I do about covering sports and broadcasting sports especially. I don't want to be a tag team partner on allowing an opportunity for negative stuff to come rolling in. So please, I ask you, keep it positive on the comments on our social media sites. It's tough enough to get the okay from these schools at times to broadcast the games. Second free throw is also good by Morellis. He makes 2 on the trip. Ethan Morellis quietly having a big first half. He's got 12 points. Matches Brady Bennett, the team lead in that department. Here's a 3 for the Trojans. That's good. As Diego Ortiz drops in one beyond the arc. Here come the Hawks on the offensive end. They're up by 14. Taking the paint. Handed off. This is Chamberlain. Got in the paint. Got a shot away and made it. Reese Chamberlain with 2. Trojans with the ball. Outside to Ortiz. Ortiz turns, faces up, takes it off the dribble, finds Johnson. Johnson gets it outside to Nieto, attacks in traffic, got it off the glass and got it to go. E.J. Nieto on a finish. You got to be strong in there against these physical players. Minute left here in the half. Ball across is Morellis. Morellis finds a baseline cutter. That pass is going to be tipped out of bounds. Touch pass by the San Perlita Trojans. .53 seconds left here in the half. Morelos to throw it in for the Hawks. Gets it outside to Rios. Rios farther out to Maris. In the corner it goes to Morelos. This time they guard him. They don't want to give him any look, because he's already proven he can hit beyond the arc. Off the dribble, that's Reese Chamberlain. Easy basket there for Chamberlain. Hawks up by 16. Nieto off the dribble, nearly has it stolen. Ball rolls out, Ty Johnson picks it up. Tacks off the dribble, got in the paint, lays it up, no good. Rebound secured by Everett. This is Rios. Rios to Maris. Maris on the baseline, lays it up, no good. Rebound in the paint, taken down by the Hawks. 15 seconds left in the half, and Maris will set it up. Gets it outside to Rios. Rios guarded by Terry, 8 on the clock. Veers right-hand side. Noah Rios, top of the key, Morelos for another 3. This one's off the rim, no good. Rebound by the Trojans. Long 3 on the way, won't find the mark. First half in the books. Harlingen South on a big second quarter outscore the Trojans 23-14, lead by 16. We'll be back with more after this on Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're Peter Bay Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live. Go!
Did you know that almost 180 cars are stolen every day? Gone in 60 seconds? That's a joke. This is not an alarm, it's a key fob. It only locks and unlocks your door. Come to D-Tronics and we'll prove it to you. D-Tronics for your auto, home, or business.
Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Hi, we're Edinburgh Cougars, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Back here at halftime at Harlingen South, I see some Santa Rosa fans over there that are in the stands. Reminding you, a week from tonight on a Friday night, we'll be covering Santa Rosa as they take on Brownsville Jubilee in district play. I also have additional broadcasts that I'll tell you about as well on the break. In the first half, let's take a look at your scores. 2 players in double figures for the Harlingen South Hawks, as the leaders are Brady Bennett and Ethan Morelos with a dozen points apiece. Rudy Rodriguez with 4, Gabriel Myers with 4, also Reese Chamberlain contributed with 4, 2 apiece for Drake Everett and Devin Montemayor. For the Trojans of San Perlita, it was a big first quarter for Ty Johnson. He was hot out of the gate, ended up scoring 11 points in the first half. EJ Nieto had 4, 3 for James Herrera, also 3 for Diego Ortiz, and 3 for Gabriel Lopez for the San Perlita Trojans. So I was talking about, we've got additional broadcasts coming your way, including tomorrow afternoon. I'll tell you about that game and our soccer coverage and additional basketball and 7-on-7 coverage all next week. Talk about that after this. This is Rio Sports Live at halftime at Harlingen South. Hawks up.
Game and let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. Has what? Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. It's simply a different way. It's a car buying experience you'll enjoy. With a huge Ford selection like Ford F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, the Ford Raptor, and a whole bunch more, buying a new Ford should be fun, and that's why we do it. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're PJ Southwest Alameda. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
We are back here at Harlingen South as we haven't seen the Trojans, but you can see the Harlingen South Hawks are already back on the floor. It's parents' night here. Final tune-up game for both of these teams before we enter district play. Talking about additional broadcasts, as I was talking about before the break, tomorrow afternoon, invite you fans to tune in as we'll be covering the Harlingen Cardinals. The game against Corpus Christi Miller. Miller, a state-ranked team in the top 25, taking on a talented Harlingen squad, which is also will be playing their final game before they head into district play. I want to send a shout-out in the direction of the Los Fresnos Falcons, who this evening traveled to San Antonio to take on state-ranked San Antonio Cole. They fell by 12 in that game. Falcons, it doesn't get any easier. Tomorrow they'll be heading over to take on Antonian, private school that's loaded with talent in the San Antonio area. But our broadcast tomorrow afternoon will be the Harlingen Cardinals taking on Corpus Christi Miller. We'll also have the conclusion of the La Jolla soccer tournament as Jacob Young has the duties over there calling that game. And then Tuesday night, our crew here will be taking a small school route, as it will be the Port Isabel Tarpons taking on Hidalgo Pirates. That'll be a boys and girls double dip. And the next Friday, we'll have multiple systems in play. And we'll keep you posted on our social media as far as which direction we're going on those. And then next Saturday, we'll be in College Station for 7-on-7 football at the national level. we've had an invitation out there to go up there and cover some of the teams we covered this past summer. And yes, there will be some representation from teams around this area, players from this area who will be playing in a national 7-on-7 football tournament. We'll be broadcasting that for you next Saturday. The Trojans have made their way back on the floor. Hawks already on the sidelines getting final instructions. Second half begins right after this.
Specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Second half begins with Brady Bennett putting up a basket for the Harlingen South Hawks. Trojans of San Perlita misfire on the offensive end, and it's Hawk basketball as they lead by 18. That's their biggest lead of the game. Rivera has the ball in the open court, hands it off to Rodriguez. Rivera now with the catch. Diego Ortiz comes out to guard him. Takes it off the dribble, watches for some cutters. This Hawk team, we saw them in action. They can play varied styles. They can go real patient at times. And you have to watch for backdoor cuts as they were real successful on the road in a broadcast game we carried when they took on Rio Hondo. Outside, Rodriguez off the dribble. Beats his man, takes it in, missed the layup. Rebound by Gabriel Lopez, and here come the San Perlita Trojans. Lopez finds Ortiz. Diego Ortiz in the open court, lost his dribble, spins it right side to Terry. That's tipped and stolen. And here come the Hawks in the front court. Rodriguez off the dribble into a double team, lost control, ball rolls out of bounds. Ty Johnson was right there for the Trojans. It's off of his hands, it's Harlingen South ball. Rodriguez sets him in motion with a backcourt pass in the hands of Rivera. Eli Terry to guard him. He brings it up. Hands it off to Alex Rodriguez. We're in the second half here at Harlingen South. Rodriguez off the dribble. Rodriguez wants a three. That's missed. Rebound by Eli Terry, and here come the Trojans of San Perlita. Handed off to E.J. Nieto. Nieto was real quiet in that first half. Nieto spins it over to Lopez, who also had a quiet half. Johnson releases on a three. Got it. Three for Ty Johnson. Couple minutes gone here in the second half. For Johnson, he's got 14. Hawks off the dribble. Hand it off and to the free throw line. Nothing there. Spin it further outside to Rivera. Rivera guarded by Diego Ortiz. Now finds Rudy Rodriguez. Given some room by Terry. Here's a three on the way by Fetchner. That won't go. Rebound by Ortiz in the backcourt. Brings it up for the San Perlita Trojans. Diego Ortiz hands it off to Ty Johnson. Johnson right side for a Gabriel Lopez three. That may have been blocked by Bennett. Terry saves the rebound, but it's out long, and here comes on the dribble Alex Rodriguez. That's blocked by Johnson. Offensive rebound, though. Put it up and in by Fetchner. Fetchner trailing the play. Here's Johnson in the backcourt. He's fouled. That'll stop play. As the third foul on Rudy Rodriguez of the game is called. Trojan basketball out of bounds. Throw it in the backcourt to E.J. Nieto. Nieto brings it up. Finds Ty Johnson, takes it off the dribble. Here's Lopez. To Nieto for three. Got it. E.J. Nieto with three. That's his 7th point of the game. Hawks, though, up 14. On the dribble, right-hand side to the baseline. That's up and in. A nice finish by Rudy Rodriguez, who just flat out beat him off the dribble. Trojans in transition. Nieto takes it off the dribble against Bennett. Stopped his dribble, gets it to Ortiz. Diego Ortiz out near the mid-court stripe. They'll give him plenty of room there. Maintains the dribble, hands it off to Ty Johnson. Spacing wasn't there, gets it to Nieto. Nieto looking for a screen, got it, frees up, lets a three go and misfires. Rebound, Ty Johnson's right there, missed the layup. Rebound comes down to Rudy Rodriguez, outlet pass to Bennett. Bennett attacks, steps through, lays it up, got it to go. Brady Bennett with nice body control there to elude the charge and then made the basket. 18-point lead, now a steal. Rivera takes it inside, blocked out of bounds. Gabriel Lopez recovered defensively for the San Perlita Trojans. But that all started with a Rivera steal, resulting in a turnover by the San Perlita Trojans. Halfway through the third, Hawk basketball, each team has scored 6 here in the second half. Hawks get it in. Here's a three on the way, a good look, and bang! Three up and in, Ryan Fetchner. Hawks extend the lead to 21. That's the biggest lead of the game. Off the dribble, this is Lopez. Gabriel Lopez. Bounce pass to Ty Johnson. Overhead pass, threw that away. Johnson was on one page. E.J. Nieto was on another. And that pass just went sailing out of bounds near the concession stand over there. Substitution wheeling off the bench for the Hawks of Harlingen South. Hawk basketball in the backcourt. Devin Montemayor brings it across. Montemayor guarded by Ortiz, finds a backdoor cutter. There's a steal. Graciani steals it, fires it ahead to Nieto. Nieto attacks, shot it from the free throw line. That's short. Rebound by the Hawks through a double team. Throw on the baseline, and they'll step out of bounds. And that was the San Perlita Trojans trying to turn up the heat and push this into an up and down game. See if that sparks a run for them. This team's certainly capable of putting up points in a hurry if they get on a roll. Hawks will try to throttle that back. E.J. Nieto brings it up. Guarded by Montemayor, got a screen on a switch defensively. Coming out to guard him is Reese Chamberlain. Johnson on the dribble, finds the open shooter. Nieto lets that fire, no good. Johnson had the rebound and he was carrying out of bounds, and they'll say it's off of him. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Montemayor brings it up for the Harlingen South Hawks. They led 17-10 after a quarter. Outscored the Trojans 23-14 in the second. Here's a Morellis three. That's a big part of the first half, and he picks right up where he left off. 3 more for Morellis. Morellis now with 15 in the game. Hawk defensively set back. E.J. Nieto given room. Montemayor comes out to guard it. E.J. Nieto finds Ty Johnson. Johnson guarded by Chamberlain, finds a cutter. That's a layup up and in by Gabriel Lopez. Easy bucket for Lopez as he scores his 5th. Timeout on the floor. Teams head to the sideline. Trojans trail by 22. Hawks talk it over with a lead at home. Back after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Hawk basketball out of the timeout. 2-block shot by Ty Johnson. Now a steal, and here come the Trojans of San Perlita with the ball in their hands. Get it out to Johnson, over for a Graciano 3. That's a good look, and he got it. Max Graciani with 3. Trojans have a big hill to climb, though, as this Hawk lead stands at 19. Minute 29 left here in the third. Montemayor with the ball, and that timeout was called by Harlingen South as Coach Bolina was vocal to his players wanting to step it up defensively after giving up that layup right before the timeout. Mara's on the dribble. Hands it off to Morellis. Morellis with 15 in the game. He was instrumental in that first half when the Hawks created the separation into double digits on the scoreboard. Under a minute to go as he handles the dribble. Stays right-hand side. Out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain takes it off the dribble, takes it in the paint. Johnson's there to block another shot. Ball in the hands of the Trojans. They'll bring it across. Find Johnson. Johnson catches, finds a cutter right-hand side. Looking to the baseline. Morellis nearly steals that, dives out of bounds. Graciani was in that corner. He's like, hey, get that pass to me quicker. Got to put something on it. Timeout called, and two teams head to the sidelines. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Harlingen South up by 19. This is Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Coach Nathaniel Garza over there talking things over for the San Perlita Trojans. It'll be their ball on the baseline. Ty Johnson sets him in motion. Down by 19 here to the Harlingen South Hawks. Outside to Lopez, to Graciani. Graciani to Lopez, over to Nieto, guarded by Morellis. Over to Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor, and he got fouled. Trying to check him was Gabriel Maras. That's a tough assignment. Maras whistle for the foul. Just the second team foul, though, in the second half against the Hawks. First foul for Maras in the game. That's a near steal, deflecting that out of bounds. Devin Montemayor over there defensively. Maybe Trojan ball on the sideline now. Graciani to set him in motion. Gets it outside to Lopez, 25 on the clock. Hawks have extended the defense out. You can see everything's contested. That ball's off Ty Johnson, and out of bounds it goes. And you could see that. The Hawks just flat out turned it up on the intensity level. They weren't allowing anyone to just handle the ball and scan to set up an offense. Hawk basketball up 19. Morellis catches in the backcourt. Brings it up against Benito Gutierrez. 12 on the clock. On the dribble, Morellis. Finds Maras. Maras top of the key. Has it back tap and stolen. EJ Nieto with 3, 2, 1. Got fouled at the 9/10 of a second. I'll have to separate a couple of players. Nieto didn't like the way he was fouled on that play. Officials will do a good job of separating everyone. Now call an intentional foul. That'll send EJ Nieto to the line with 9/10 of a second to go. Now, here's what happens on that. Nieto gets 2 shots, but then the Trojans will get an inbound play as Nieto misses the first. They'll get an inbound play here with time to get yet another shot off to close out the quarter. Second free throw good for Nieto, 1 of 2 on the trip. So in essence, the foul saved the point And now the Trojans will inbound the ball, and here's where they can gain off this foul to close out the quarter. Possession arrow also favors San Perlita. They'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter. This is a big inbound play here from a momentum perspective. Johnson catches, shot it, missed it. And the third quarter comes to an end. Harlingen South leads this one by 18. We'll be back with more after this.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're Robert Mello's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Start the fourth quarter. It is San Perlita basketball. This is the San Perlita Trojans taking on the Harlingen South Hawks. Joe Bowling with you on Real Sports Live. Nieto brings it across for the Trojans. Gets it to Herrera. James Herrera hands it off to Ty Johnson. Johnson to Gabriel Lopez. Lopez backs it away. Got a screen, a quick double team on him. Finds Johnson, who was open. Nice pass overhead, though. Threw it away. Graziani was cutting through there. Johnson threw that a little too high. Graziani's growing. He's not that tall yet. Hawks with the ball. Rios on a back door, but a steal. Pass ahead to Herrera. Finds a trailer. Here's a Nieto three. That's good. Good ball movement that time, and an E.J. Nieto three. That was created off a steal. Now defensively, Trojans trying to push the issue. The lead's down to 15. Still a comfortable lead of double digits and some for the Hawks. They'll get it to Bennett on the baseline. Finds a shooter outside, nothing there. Rio slows it down a bit. Gets it to Rodriguez, lets that one go, no good. Johnson gets a rebound for San Perlita. Ty Johnson brings it across. Spins it over to Lopez in the corner to Nieto. Takes it off the dribble, takes a bump off the glass, got it. Two more for E.J. Nieto. Lead down to 13. Little 5-0 personal run for E.J. Nieto. Ball in the front court for the Hawks. On the dribble is Rios. Hands it off. This is Knowles. Takes it off the dribble inside, rolls it in. Nice finish by Ryan Fetchner. Made basket. The lead goes back to 15. Timeout on the floor. Hawks lead. Trojans talk it over. This is Real Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back here on Real Sports Live as the Harlingen South Hawks break out of the huddle. They lead by 15. San Perlita Trojans trailing in this game have outscored the Hawks 5-2 to start this check that fourth quarter. They still have a long uphill climb to truly get back in this game. Against pressure in the backcourt, Johnson brings it up. Got clear out, so Ty brings it up. Bennett there to guard him. Hands it off. This is Herrera, takes it in the paint, floats that home. 2 points for James Herrera for San Perlita. Lead back down to 13. 6:08 left here in the game. Hawks on the offensive end. Outside to Rios. Rios against Herrera. He spins it left-hand side. Back outside to Rios. Beat his man on the dribble. Finds Bennett out top of the key. Bennett puts it on the floor. Finds an open shooter. Rios steps back for a three. Lets it go. No good. Rebound is a jump ball, and on the possession change, stay here. That time it was the Hawks just wanting that ball more. That was a rebound that could have been secured by Max Graziani, and he got his hands on it, but not with the, I'm going to get it and protect it. Now a whistle and a 5-second call as a turnover that gives the ball to San Perlita. Trojans again pressure in the back court. Herrera finds Johnson. Johnson brings it up for the Trojans. Pulls the trigger on a three. Misses that. Easy rebound by Rudy Rodriguez. Rios brings it across. This is Fechner. Fechner in the corner, gets it back outside. Rios on the dribble, guarded by Herrera. There's a near steal, but a hand check. Foul called on Herrera. Rios was doing a nice job of protecting the ball with his body, shielding off Herrera. Hawk ball in the back court. Rios with a catch. Being guarded by Herrera, brings it across the timeline. Spins it outside. Back outside, now on the dribble, right-hand layup, up and in. Rudy Rodriguez beat him off the dribble for two more. Back to 15, the lead for the Harlingen South Hawks. Lopez has it for the Trojans, beats him off the dribble himself, takes it right-hand side, Gabriel Lopez lays it in. For Lopez, his 7th point of the game. Hawks with the ball, we're trading points now. Rodriguez takes it coast to coast. That's a foul called on the floor. With 4:35 left here in this game. Substitution back in the game. Here's Ethan Morellis for the Harlingen South Hawks. Morellis will trigger the inbound play. Finds a shooter, a quick three in the corner. Got it! Three for Fechner. For the Hawks. Trojans back on the offensive end. Herrera has it taken away. Rodriguez finds a cutter on the baseline. Fechner looks outside. They'll set it up now. Now a corner. Nothing there for the Hawks. They'll reset it. Skip pass over to Fechner. Fechner gets it out to Bennett. Bennett has it poked away, recovers. Nice crossover against Gabriel Lopez. Hands it off now to Fechner, gets it to Morellis. Morellis to Rodriguez, here's the corner. Rodriguez goes to work on the baseline, lays it up and in. Rodriguez with two more. Rudy Rodriguez now in double figures with 10. Third Hawk in that category here in the game. Herrera onto a double team, lost his dribble, needs some help, taken away again. Off the double team. Hawks working on the offensive end, no numbers there. Morellis smartly brings it back. Overhead pass out there in traffic. That's deflected and stolen. Here come the Trojans. This is Johnson in the open court. Off the glass, got it to go. Ty Johnson scores a bucket, and meanwhile, Gabriel Lopez took a hard hit out near the mid-court stripe on that last loose ball. Physical game, I'm telling you. 3:20 to go. Hawks up by 16. We'll be back with more after this.
Imagine watching your favorite movie or sporting event on a 100-inch screen, right in the comfort of your living room. See the big picture with great sound. Get a theater installed in your home today for just $29.99. D-Tronics for your auto, home, or business.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here after the timeout of the Harlingen South Hawks make their way back on the floor. 3:20 left here on Parents' Night. At home, Hawks scored 17 in the first quarter, 23 in the second, 14 in the third, and 9 here in the fourth. Perlita scored 10 in the first, 14 in the second, 12 in the third, and 11 already here in the fourth quarter. Back to action. Bennett catches the ball in the open court. Brings it back outside for the Hawks of Harlingen South. Bennett catches. They're looking to more or less run the offense right now. Double team near steal. Bennett catches into a double team. Fetchner on the dribble. Back to Bennett. Hawks right now playing keep away, up 16. Outside to Fetchner. Guarded by Johnson, gets it to Bennett. This is Rodriguez off the dribble to Morelis. Morelis pulls the trigger, misses that. Long rebound comes out. Herrera for the Trojans, underhands it to Nieto, lays it up, got it to go, and a foul called. E.J. Nieto to the line. E.J. Nieto with 15 points in the game. He stands at the line for the San Perlita Trojans. Closest they've made this game has been 13. It's here in this fourth quarter. Nieto can do that with a made free throw here and does. EJ with a made free throw has 16, timeout on the floor. Trojans trail by 13. Hawks talk it over, leading after this.
A nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD. Excellence is our tradition.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Harlingen South Hawks with the lead in the ball as we start the fourth quarter here with 2:25 left. They'll find a cutter in the paint. Layup goes up and in. Alex Rodriguez with 2. Rodriguez, that's his first points of the game. Trojans of San Perlita with the ball. E.J. Nieto goes baseline, takes a bump. That's going to be a foul call. Ryan Fetchner trying to seal off that baseline is called for the foul. That'll be his 4th of the game. Non-shooting foul, and it's a 15th foul against the Hawks here in the second half. Quick pass to Ty Johnson, goes to work in the paint, lays it up, got it to go. 2 points, Ty Johnson goes to the line. Johnson now with 18. Foul was called on Brady Bennett. For Bennett, his second. Ty Johnson free throw is short. Bennett gets a rebound for the Hawks. They lead by 13. Here's a steal by James Herrera. Finds Johnson in the paint, lays it up, got it again. Leads down to 11. Under 2 minutes left in the game. Hawks against pressure in the backcourt will bring it across. Spin it over to Fetchner. Fetchner overhead to Bennett on the baseline. Bennett waits for a double team, now goes through the baseline. Overhead pass out to Morelis. Morelis finds Rodriguez, goes in the paint, lays it up, missed it. Rebound, offensive board, Fetchner puts it up, no good. Bennett tips it up, rebound by the Trojans. Outlet pass, and Ortiz has that knocked away. Rodriguez had his glasses knocked off as he collided there. Ball outside. Hawks with 1:21 to go. Working out to Fetchner, who finds Morelis. Now to Bennett, they'll space the floor, take some time away. Bennett has a back tap, nearly stolen. Fetchner there, recovers, gets it ahead. Rodriguez lays it up, got it. Went from a near turnover to a basket. Now it is a steal for the Hawks in the front court, working outside. Back up by 13. Bennett to Morellis. Under a minute left. Both these teams head into district play next week on Tuesday. Rodriguez spins it outside in the hands of Rudy Rodriguez. They'll play catch. Trojans trying to chase. Now they'll skip it over to Fetchner. Hawks took control of this game in the second quarter and have made that stick. Morellis catches. Overhead pass. Now a layup goes up and in by Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez now with 6. Trojan basketball. Get it outside. Herrera releases a 3 off the mark. Rebound in the paint. That's tipped out of bounds. And once again, a collision by Rudy Rodriguez. Off the dribble is Herrera. Has that one taken away. Hawks control it and will secure the win. Harlingen South on their home floor wins this one by 15. Takes us to our post-game show. Two teams over there securing it. Our leading scorer in the game was Brady Bennett. Right behind him was Ethan Morellis. We're going to give our Hacienda He Has a Player of the Game to Ethan Morellis, whose 3-pointers in that second quarter opened this game up into a double-digit lead for the Harlingen South Hawks. And so Ethan Morellis is our Hacienda He Has It Player of the Game. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. will get down there and take pictures. We'll have that posted on our social media. Welcome to our post-game show, brought to you in part by Hacienda Ford out of Edinburgh, Texas. If you're in the market for a new car or a used car or need service to your car, Hacienda Ford, just one of our title sponsors here on Rio Sports Live. 3 players in double figures for Harlingen South. They were led by Brady Bennett with 16. Ethan Morellis, our player of the game, with 15. Rudy Rodriguez in double figures with 10. Ryan Fetchner with 8. 6 for Alex Rodriguez, 4 each for Gabriel Mares, Devin Montemayor, and Reese Chamberlain. 2 points for Drake Everett. 20 points leads away for the Trojans by Ty Johnson in the scoring department. EJ Nieto was 16. Gabriel Lopez had 7. James Herrera with 5. Diego Ortiz finished with 3 points. So did Max Graciani for the San Perlita Trojans. And that wraps up non-district play for both of these teams, and they'll head to the district play next week on Tuesday. Reminding you again, we got a broadcast tomorrow in the afternoon. For basketball fans, we'll have the Harlingen Cardinals as they'll be taking on Corpus Christi Miller. Meanwhile, soccer fans, we got you covered coming from coverage at the La Jolla tournament. We'll eventually be there for the championship game of that. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast of this one. It's in the books. Final score, Harlingen South Hawks win this one 69-54. Till next time, I'm Joe Bowling for Rio Sports Live. Good night.